There are many rules in conservation and hunting for food in the African societies, which means there is no hunting in Africa that is done for a trophy. Every form of hunting is done for food or medicinal purposes. The following is a list of animals that are protected and will only be hunted in prescribed ways. The lion, the leopard, the pangolin are designated animals for royalty. When the three mentioned, if a lion is killed where there is no lion hunt, the king should be notified, or the chief should be notified, so that the harvesting of the meat, the claws, the teeth or the fangs is done under supervision, and the distribution is done according to royal protocol. The skin, the claws, the fangs will be immediately be taken to the royal crow. It is up to the royal crow to give back all or some of those things. That is the rules. For the leopard, it is the same thing. When it's killed, the chief or whoever is in charge has to be notified, so that the harvesting of the meat and the skin is supervised and duly submitted to the king. The catching of a pangolin is also regulated. When one catches a pangolin is a royal meat. According to African customs, it should be taken to the king alive. Normally, a pangolin you capture it and you take it alive. It is a small animal of very high importance to the royalties in Africa. Then the crocodile and the hyena can be killed without license or any authority. But when after they are killed, the disposal of their body should be witnessed, as they contain a number of magical parts or poisonous parts. So when a hunter kills a crocodile, or a person who is crossing a river fights with a crocodile and kills it, or a fisherman kills a crocodile, it must not be disposed without the presence of a representative from the chief or the king. Those who know which part is what, and what is poisonous, what is desirable, what can be taken home. Because these animals have certain parts that can bring mischief into society, even death. So the regulation of the poisons in the bodies of these animals has to be observed without fail. So that takes us to the jackal. I'll mention the jackal because there was a claim that a jackal was an evil animal in the people from Pretoria University who raided the Mapungwe burial sites and stole some artifacts from there. Now, a jackal can be killed anytime because it's considered to be vermin. It attacks goats, sheep, and small calves. So a jackal is not regulated. It is neither evil nor regulated. A jackal in African folklore is taken as a smart animal, because if you have ever hunted a jackal, you know how evasive it can be, and how easy it does evade the dogs and the hunters alike. So if you manage to kill a jackal, the skin you can wear, if you're one of the people who eat jackals, you can eat the jackal. No one is going to ask you. You don't need to report that to anyone. A jackal is like killing a hare or an antelope or a kudu or other animals of food. Like, for example, you don't need to report that you've killed a nyati, a buffalo, a noro, a kudu, a balabala, or inyati, or a mofu, impofu. You don't need to report that, and other small springbok, dumukwa, waterbuck, and so forth. You don't need to report. But in the event that a hunter feels in his heart that he has to take some meat to the royal, he can do that. It's perfectly allowed. It's in order, and that's how societies are created, and that's how recognition of royalty is done. So, for example, if a hunter kills two kudus, one he could share with the other villagers, the other one he could take it to the king, who obviously the king will not, or the queen will not eat the whole thing alone. He shares also with other people. That is how it has always been. So equity is distributed in the society through these laws and regulations of how to hunt and so forth. Not every animal is regulated. Like I've said, there are birds which can be easily hunted. There are birds which should not be shot, like the chapungu, ungwe. Those birds, urekure, shavishavi, amahlola nyama, ukhozi, inqunqulu. Those birds cannot be just shot because you can shoot. Those are protected birds in African societies. Whereas other birds like dove and other birds, you can hunt them for meat. But no animal should be killed just to be left to lie, just for trophy. There is no game hunting in Africa. I want to thank you.